As we age, our hormones naturally decline, and this is why we have to look after our hormones. So we have our steroid hormones, which are estrogen, progesterone and testosterone. Don't be fooled by the sun, because the sun literally stays for a minute and then it's rain again, and it's so windy, but it is nice to see the sun. Hello sunshine. So we need to have these hormones in order for health. And if we don't have them, of course, we are going to get sick, we're going to decline, we're going to have all these huge range of symptoms, which is endless. There are that many symptoms to hormone problems and deficiencies. Now, we also have, of course, thyroid, and we have lots and lots of different hormones, which I'm going to be covering in my online hormone course. So one thing that I have just picked up today from my Amazon store, those of you who buy from me in the UK, you can get this as well. We have pine pollen. Pine pollen is for both men and women, and it naturally helps to raise testosterone, but it also helps balance the other hormones. Somewhere after the age of 30, testosterone levels may begin to decline in women, so we need to look after testosterone because it helps with prevention of osteoporosis. So you do not want to get osteoporosis when you are older. Testosterone is that hormone that helps with bone health, and it also helps with fatigue as well. So if you are really exhausted, often it can be low testosterone. There are, of course, the other hormones. The thing with hormones is you have to make sure that every hormone is balanced. So we can't just look at testosterone or estrogen or progesterone. It's a combination of all of them. They have to sing in harmony with one another. So if one hormone goes out, they all go out. So this is what I will be teaching you through my course, how we need to look and heal every single hormone so that we can create balance and harmony. It's this beautiful symphony that needs to sing when our hormones are in balance, and unfortunately it's not. It's an awful song they're playing because all of the hormones are out of tune with one another. So with pine pollen, you can add it to foods. I'm going to be making a smoothie. I'm going to add in a little teaspoon to pine pollen. It's also really good for women who are going through symptoms such as hot flashes, many night sweats. So those menopausal ladies, if you have these symptoms, this is helping balance out your estrogen. Pine pollen works to help balance your hormones. So it's raising testosterone, but it's also helping to balance the other hormones as well. That's what pine pollen works to do. And then with testosterone, you do need to do weightlifting as well. So the older you get, this is obviously why weight training helps with osteoporosis prevention. So you do need to lift weights the older you get. So if you have not started lifting weights, you do need to incorporate this into your lifestyle. Pine pollen is also naturally anti-aging and increases longevity. And if you are using it for the gym, you may increase your muscle mass with weight training as well, which is not something to worry about with females because we need to have that muscle mass. And I think some women are scared to go along the line of weight training because it's going to make them bulk out. We don't have enough testosterone to do that. That would only be if you were injecting yourself with testosterone. We are naturally higher in estrogen because that's our female hormone along with progesterone. So testosterone is important for us, but we only make smaller amounts. And pine pollen is still only going to make the small amounts naturally. So if you would like to buy this, you can buy from me in my Amazon store. If you're interested in learning more about your hormones, you can book a one-to-one with me if you have any health conditions related to hormones, because it's all connected to your gut microbiome as well, and your liver health, and feeding your body with the right nutrition, which is where my recipe book Health Empowerment can also help you too. Many of us also struggle with estrogen dominance, so this is where pine pollen can come into and help because it balances out that extra estrogen. So we do not want to have that extra estrogen, remember, because if we have too much estrogen, that's when we get PMS symptoms, which can look like anxiety, insomnia, irritability, depression, mood swings, painful periods, heavy blood clots, blood clotting, heavy bleeding, blood clotting. There's an endless supply of symptoms. Weight gain, the fluid retention, migraines, headaches, breast pain, breast enlargement. There's a bunch of symptoms that come with it. So we don't want this excess estrogen, because then, of course, with time, if we aren't eliminating it properly through our liver and our gut health, it can turn cancerous. And that's something that we really don't want. So estrogen is amazing, remember, but when it's bad and too much, it can go cancerous. So our wellness retreat on April 28th is now sold out in South Shields. However, I am going to be in Dubai in May. On 14th of May, I will be there, and we are planning a workshop for the day, well, not for the day, for an hour or two, and it is just going to be something relaxed. I will let you know if it goes ahead. I've had a few interests from people in Dubai, so if you are listening to this and you're in Dubai and you want to join, just send me a message and I will keep you updated if we decide that it's going to go ahead. It will just be a nice relaxed morning, evening, however we decide to do it, and you just come along and learn all about your hormones and how we can stay healthy through every stage of our life. That's through puberty, PMS, premenopause, menopause, the whole lot. And if you can't make any of my workshops, do book in for one-to-one. My details are on my website if you want to, and I'm there for you. And also, you've got my books.